Question number 22. Identify the incorrect statement from the following. First statement, electron gain energy of nitrogen is positive. That is true. You should remember the electron gain energy is positive for, let's say, electron gain energy is endothermic. That means delta H is positive. Endothermic for group 2 elements, nitrogen, and group 18 elements. Now you should remember this. Therefore, nitrogen has a positive value. Now down the group, actually first group, when you consider the first group of elements, down the group, the first electron affinity, this is also called the first electron affinity. The electron gain energy is also called the first electron affinity. It is decreased. So the higher members will have the higher electron affinity. Now all the other groups will have a pattern. First they increase and they decrease downwards. So third period elements will have a greater first electron affinity or the electron gain energy with respect to the second period elements, except for the first group. So please remember that as well. Okay, the second statement, the dilution of BiCl3 solution with water gives a white precipitate. That is also a true statement. Now there are two compounds like that, BiCl3 and SbCl3. Both of these compounds hydrolyze to give a white precipitate, and both of them are reversible reactions. Now here we get BiOCl plus 2HCl, and this gives SbOCl. This is a white precipitate, this is also a white precipitate. Most of the time they are called as milky precipitates. So there's a simple method that you can use to remember these reactions. Let's say BiCl3 can be drawn like this, and this reaction takes place only with a limited amount of water. Actually, even if you add more water, this reaction won't take place further because of this precipitate. So we can simply memorize the reaction like this. The hydrogens from the water molecule will go with two chlorines, and these will be joined together, BiOCl. Right, this can be used for the limited amount of water react with PCl3 and PCl5 as well. If you want to know the products when PCl3 and PCl5 react with a limited amount of water, just use this simple method, then you will get the answer. Right, I'm not going into the details. So that statement is correct. Let's go to the third statement. H2S gas can act both as an oxidizing agent and a reducing agent. That is correct. Now, if we consider H2S, the oxidation state of hydrogen is +1. The oxidation state of sulfur is -2. Now, sulfur cannot be further reduced because it is in the lowest oxidation state, so it can be only oxidized. Let's say for sulfur, 0 here. Therefore, it's an oxidation reaction, which means H2S is acting as a reducing agent. But when you consider the H plus can give H2. So here it's plus 1, H2 goes, H2 is 0. Therefore, it's a reduction reaction. So in this situation, H2S acts as a reducing oxidizing agent. So in this reaction, in this half reaction, H2S acts as an reducing agent. In this reaction, it acts as an oxidizing agent. So the third statement is also correct. Fourth one, the effective nuclear charge felt by a valence electron in helium is less than 2. This is actually a correct statement, but for the advanced level syllabus, students do not know how to calculate the actual effective nuclear charge. But we use a simple method for the first 20 elements. That is, the effective nuclear charge is equal to the actual nuclear charge minus the shielding effect. Now, as the shielding effect, in the advanced level, we take the number of inner shell electrons. So let's draw the helium. Helium is here. It has only one energy level. It has 2 electrons. So Z star, or the Z effective, will be the number of protons, or the nuclear charge will be 2. There are no inner shell electrons, so it will be 0. So it will be 2. Now the thing here is, the way that we calculate the effective nuclear charge in the advanced level syllabus will give you a closer value, but the actual effective nuclear charge of helium is 1.6 some value. So it's actually lesser than 2. Because we have to use the Slater rules to calculate the actual effective nuclear charge. The thing here is, one electron is affected by the other electron as well. It is not just the inner shell electrons, it is the electrons on the same shell can also have a shielding effect on the last shell, or the last energy level. So this statement should be actually an incorrect statement according to the A-level syllabus. I think that is the reason that they gave the answer as the fourth, and but this is not actually a correct statement. That statement is incorrect. Right. The fifth statement, aluminium is inert towards N2 gas even when heated to a high temperature. Now this is definitely wrong. So this should be the actual answer, and they have given fourth answer as well. But this is the most incorrect statement, because aluminium reacts with nitrogen gas at high temperatures, giving aluminium nitride. The boron is also from the group 3. Boron also reacts with nitrogen to give Bn, and it is called the inorganic benzene. Now that is for your extra knowledge. Alright, so the answer for the 22nd question is the fifth one. In the exam they took both fourth and fifth as the answers. Let's go to the next question.